Welcome back to Wedding Advice by Pink Book. I'm Natalie, soon to be a Mrs.
I'm Melindy, recently married. So today we're talking about wedding trends. I had silver at my wedding.
Is rose gold silver?
Well, I actually don't know. So watch this video to find out what the experts have to say on the latest wedding trends.
And guys, again, if we've left anything out, tell us below in the comments. Tell us what you're doing for your wedding. Tell us what you think about the latest trends.
Enjoy the video and happy planning.
Wedding trends is such a massive topic.
So trends in terms of look and feel.
Forget about what trends are.
South African trends, we're finding a lot of our international clients wanting to make use of them. Very much the entertainment side of things. One of the favorites is the marimba band, which is really an interactive experience. And then we also incorporate like the face painting, which is really something special, and it's a ceremony when guests arrive. We do the hand washing, and those are African elements that we try and incorporate for our international clients. Even some of our local clients have started incorporating because it's something special and very traditional. And then with the food, the night before, all our clients are really enjoying the traditional South African braai, as we like to call it, and it's something that everybody loves. They love knowing what the different foods are, and I often get involved. I can't miss it for the world.
We see the move away from just having a one-day celebration to a 2 or 3 day celebration. So with that, budgets become larger, guest numbers may or may not become a little bit smaller and able to afford a complete experience across 2 or 3 days, which is very, very cool. You get to experience 2 or 3 different venues, different locations. If it is actually a destination wedding and you're potentially coming from abroad to South Africa, you know, that allows you to experience the country in many different facets. The winelands, maybe potentially a safari situation, something on the beach, an urban setting, really cool.
Foam-free floral, where the eco-friendliness of everything, and I think, you know, we've all started to look at what are we using in terms of our mechanics.
Looking at fynbos plants as opposed to flowers that get chucked after a wedding. There's a trend towards lunch celebrations as well, or slightly earlier weddings. It doesn't necessarily have to be a late night that ends at 2 o'clock in the morning, but really start a bit earlier, maybe around 12 o'clock with a beautiful ceremony, and then have an extended lunch that could potentially end at 8 or 9 o'clock. Very different feel, gives room for different decor, slightly different outfits. And you experience nature if you, for example, are in the winelands or on a private estate in a private home, really quite differently.
One of my favorite trends is really the food stations. A lot of couples haven't yet started incorporating it. They still feel very much the traditional canapes is the way to go, but I love the interactive food stations. So it gives guests something to do during pre-dinner, where they go around and they can make their own taco bar or their own bao bun. You know, they can make their own yakitori, and it's really something that I find that guests love. Even our couples, they don't want to stay away at couple shoots too long because they want to be a part of the experience. Then of course we have the bars on the other hand. You know, there's the gin bar, which is still very much a trend and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And then you also have like the Prosecco bar, you have the champagne bar.
We see another trend which is around involving people, suppliers, ideas with a really cool story. So the wedding itself becomes about telling a story, not just a celebration that's beautifully designed with nice entertainment, but trying to weave through an experience from start to finish that touches people across all their senses.
Gifting, I do feel, is becoming quite a trend, whether it be what is given on the table or if they are staying over. When it comes to the accommodation, the thank you for joining us, hope you have a wonderful sleep, hangover kits afterwards. Those are quite nice trends that are coming in.
We are big fans, and that's a trend which transcends any wedding, whether it's a small one, a large one, it doesn't really matter, budgets are irrelevant in that case, of customizing something for your celebration. It could be a lampshade, it could be, I don't know, that you've customized a band constellation and how you've brought people together. There is always a way of creating something and even manufacturing something really unique and special and quite mind-blowing that has your signature, and that is not a Pinterest copy. You would have all seen it, our ceiling suspensions and what we call ceiling architecture. That is most definitely a trend that is here to stay. There are many different ways of doing it. We see a lot of greenery coming from the ceiling. I think that is sort of slightly on its way out, but using the ceiling to suspend intricate, interesting design elements.
When it comes to the color schemes of the weddings, the mustard is very much a color that is coming up. Your pumpkin colors coming up, and then violet is very much a trend for next year. We have had violet a few times in the past, but it's still there. And you are finding black and white, pure black and white.
So black is definitely back at weddings. It's not just white, it's not just gold, it's not just pink. No, it's black. And getting creative with that is a really, really exciting concept, because it's a beautifully contrasting color that pops against any other shade of whatever you might like. So be a little bit bold, consider that one. Another trend is about vibrant colors. Whether it is in your wedding gown, if you're really daring, or just in terms of florals and what you put at the forefront across your lounging, etc. It could be pink, it could be blue, it could be all of them together. So making a statement, walking into a room and people going, oh my goodness, there's no pink, there's no cream, there's no champagne or blush. It is just an array of beautiful colors. That's a way of really making a statement. And if you are a fun-filled person or a fun-filled couple, something you should really consider.
If you start speaking from the heart and what means and has value to you as an individual, if you hand that information over to experts, you will be blown away about the spontaneity and the originality that will be coming to your event. That then becomes the trendsetter.
So please, when you look at trends, you can use that for inspiration, but then take what you love and make it your own by changing something.
Thank you guys for watching.
If you like the video, share. Don't forget to drop your comments down at the bottom.
Please click the subscribe button, ring the bell if you want to get more notifications, and happy planning!